afternoon, Las Vegas. You know, I know it's heating up out there, but this race is heating up everywhere. And we're here to welcome Vice President Kamala Harris, soon to be President Harris, and soon to be Vice President Walz. And here in the entertainment capital, sports capital, food capital, convention capital of the country, we're going to show them how we welcome them. We're going to show them how we welcome. We're going to show them how we vote. That's right, because when we vote, we win. We're battle-born, battleground, battle-tested. And Vice President Harris knows that, and she's a champion for the issues that we care about. She's a fighter. She's a fighter for working families, for restoring reproductive freedom. She's a fighter. She takes on special interests to bring down costs. And she's a fighter because she took on the epidemic of gun violence, and she fights for so much more. Kamala Harris, Vice President Harris, she has the grit. She has the determination. And she will win this race and lead our country through its toughest challenges. We're also going to show Governor Walz that Las Vegas welcome too, right? Governor Walz knows a few things about leadership. He served in the Army National Guard for 24 years. He knows the importance of service. He knows the importance of advocating for our veterans, for our military families. And Governor Walz knows families. And he knows kids. He's a former social studies teacher. He's a football coach. Hey. And although this isn't the football stadium, Thomas and Mack knows a few things about winning sports championships if we host the Running Rebels. But Governor Walz knows how to talk to kids, how to work with families and help them build up themselves and build up communities. And then he ran for Congress, and he was a bipartisan member of the House of Representatives and a governor for Minnesota. He knows how to bring together Democrats, Republicans to get the job done. And Nevada, all of you here, all of us, and everyone you know, we are going to be center stage for deciding control of who's going to win the Senate and who's going to win the White House this November. And I know I can count on all of you, so can Vice President Harris. And why can we count on you? Because there is a stark choice for Nevada voters this November. There's a choice between a convicted criminal who's only out for himself. Don't boo, vote. Well, I want to tell you some more about the choices, though, because there's a choice. Not just a convicted felon, but there's a choice because Vice President Harris is a former prosecutor and attorney general who stands up for the rule of law and takes on bad actors. And there's a choice between extreme MAGA Republicans who want to repeal the Affordable Care Act, take away protections for pre-existing conditions, or the Democrats who want to deliver lower health care, lower prescription drug prices. It matters. Healthcare matters. And there's a stark a choice between tax breaks for the ultra-wealthy and giant corporations who are ripping us off, or real tax cuts for lower costs for working families. There's still a few more choices. There's a choice between a threat of a nationwide abortion ban, or the promise of restoring Roe and protecting reproductive freedom for all. There's a choice. It's a choice between violence, between division and chaos like we saw on January 6th. I was there, trust me. They were no tourists. Or a president like Vice President Harris, who knows that no one is above the law. No one is above our democracy, no one. And that our country is at its best when we stand united. So let's be clear. We have some big challenges ahead of us. The contrast couldn't be bigger, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Cost of living is still too high, giant corporations driving up those costs every day. It's why we're taking on special interests, working to lower the cost of housing, of gas, of groceries, of everyday essentials. I know culinary unions here. I was a member of 226 when I was a little bit younger. But we got a lot of unions here in Nevada, and we're pushing for the PRO Act to help Nevada workers join a union, organize in their workplace, and earn a living wage. We're going to push for tax relief for tipped workers, tax cuts for the middle class, and we're going to expand the child tax credit. The child tax credit. We're going to keep pushing back against those extreme Republicans like my opponent, Sam Brown. He's not from Nevada, you know. But he wants to put your Social Security and your Medicare on the chopping block, let's be sure. And we're going to stand up to all the extremists in Washington who overturned Roe v. Wade. And the MAGA candidates like Sam Brown, who we know would vote to pass a nationwide abortion ban if they had the chance. We won't let them. We won't go back. We won't go back. We're not going back. And we sure don't want them to come after our IVF or our birth control either. Not going back to that. So I'm going to finish up here in a minute. But our priorities, we stand in clear contrast with Donald Trump, with his VP pick, J.D. Vance, and my extreme MAGA opponent, Sam Brown. These guys are far right, out of touch, and they do not understand Nevada. They do not understand Nevada. Elections are about choices, my friends. The choice is very clear. I always put Nevada first. This is my home. It's been my home for 50 years. Sam Brown will always put MAGA first. I'll fight for personal freedoms. My opponent has a decades-long record of wanting to take those freedoms away. And that's the choice we make this November. And this election will also have the choice to directly defend reproductive freedom in Nevada because our rights are literally on the ballot. Don't boo, vote. So, please vote yes on the Reproductive Rights Amendment to permanently give Nevadans the right to reproductive health care. And we're going to win because I'm looking out here at all of you, and I know the ones that aren't here too, and we're going to fight for our rights. We're going to fight for our freedoms. We're going to fight for our future. We need all hands on deck to get everybody out to vote, to defend our Senate majority, to elect Vice President Harris and Governor Walz to the White House. So I see a lot of you out here who volunteer, but I know we could always use a few more. So you can go ahead and visit rosenfornevada.com or take out your phone and text Jacky, J-A-C-K-Y, to 30508. You can get involved. You can be sure everyone you know votes, and we can show everybody how Nevada does it. We've got 87 days to go. So what are we going to do? We're going to mobilize. What are we going to do? We're going to organize. And what are we going to do? We're going to vote. Because when we vote, we win. Thank you.
Please welcome your United States Senator from Nevada,